Hi, my name is Floramie A. Mercado from BIT4A FSMA, 24 years old working student. Materials Management. What is materials management? It is the planning, directing, controlling, and coordinating those activities which are concerned with materials and inventory equipments from the points of their inception to their introduction into the manufacturing process. Materials cost is probably the most important elements, of course. All business that has a manufacturing operation typically manage inbound and outbound of all of the physical assets of the organization as well as the services a business offer. These goods and services are the wealth of the business. The wealth is measured by the amount of goods and services produced by the business. It is also based on the country where the business is located at. Manufacturing business or businesses are engaged in converting raw materials, a form that is of far more value and use to the consumer than the original raw materials. This conversion process is called manufacturing or production. It makes the society wilder and creates a better standard of living. Objectives of materials management. 1 bullet material selection, 2 bullet low operating cost, 3 bullet safety of materials, 4 bullet identification. Classification of materials. The term materials refers to all commodities which are consumed in the production process. 1 bullet direct materials, 2 bullet indirect materials. Even though materials and inventory are used as synonyms, materials usually means raw materials and inventory means raw materials along with work and process plus finished good. Raw materials is first subjected to a manufacturing process before it becomes finished goods. 1 bullet raw materials, 2 bullet components and parts, 3 bullets maintenance, repair, and operating inventories, 4 bullets work in process goods, 5 bullet finished goods, 6 bullet resale goods, 7 capital goods, 8 construction materials, 9 hard goods and soft goods, 10 fuel and lubricants, 11 stationery goods, 12 and primary packing materials. Scopes of materials management. Number 1, material planning. Number 2, standardization. Number 3, procurement and purchasing. Number 4, quality control. Number 5, packaging. Number 6, storage. 7, distribution. Material planning. Material planning is derived from overall organizational planning, and it is always sub-plan of the board organization plan. Number 1, micro factors. Global factors such as price, trends, business cycles, governments, import and export policies, etc. Number 2, micro factors. These are essentially the factors existing within the organization such as cooperate policy and inventory holding, production plan, investment, etc. Standardization. It means formulation, publication, and implementation of guidelines, rules, and specification for common and separated use aimed at achieving optimum degree of order or uniformity in a given context, discipline, or field. Specification means exact statement of the particular needs to be satisfied or essential characteristic that a customer requires in good materials, method, process, service, and system of or work, and which a vendor must deliver. Specifications are divided generally into two main categories. One, performance specification. Conform to no customer requirement, such as keeping a room's temperature within a specified range. Number 2, technical specification. It expresses the level of performance of the good, service, or any process of the business. Procurement and purchasing. It includes the complete process of obtaining goods and services, from preparation and processing of a requisition of receipt and approval of the invoice for payment. Quality control. Quality control comprises activities employed in detection and measurement of the variability and the characteristic of output attributable to the production system, and includes corrective responses. In quality control, the role of inspection is to verify and validate the variance data. Packaging. Packaging includes processes such as cleaning, drying, and preserving materials such as glass, metal, paper or paperboard, plastic employed to contain, handle, protect, and transport an article. Storage. Storage means non-transitory, semi-permanent containment, holding or placement of goods or materials, usually with the intention of retrieving them at a later time. It does not include the interim accumulation of a limited amount during processing, maintenance, or repair. Material handling. What is material handling? It is the efficient, short-distance movement of goods that usually takes place within the confines of a building, such as a plant or a warehouse, or between a building and the transportation agency. Types of materials handling. 1. Manual handling. Handling refers to the use of a worker hand to move individual containers by lifting, lowering, filling, emptying, or carrying them. Bullet 1, plan your lift. Bullet 2, position the feet. Bullet 3, adopt a good posture. Bullet 4, get a firm grip on the item and keep it close to you. Bullet 5, lift the load up by using only your leg. Bullet 6, put down and adjust. Number 2, automated is any form of handling of material that uses automated machines and rubrics. Material handling equipment. Material handling equipment is used for the movement, stage protection, consume point, and disposal of materials within a facility or at the site. To properly utilize the performance and the asset of the company, there are things to consider first in purchasing, such as physical facilities, especially in the materials handling and storage equipment. Transport equipment. This equipment is used to move materials from one location to another location. One bullet conveyors, an equipment used to move materials over a fixed path between a specific point. Bullet 2 cranes equipment used to move materials over variable path within the restricted area. It is mainly used for lifting heavy things and transporting them to other places. Industrial truck used to move materials over a variable horizontal path without restriction on the area covered. Types of forklift. 1. Reach truck are usually electric powered industrial truck. It is used for tall truck, IROC for loading and unloading pallets. 2. Three-wheel forklift, mainly used indoor, warehouse, or smooth surface. 3. Four-wheel forklift. Four-wheel forklift can be electric powered and gasoline. Unit load formation equipment is used to restrict materials so that they maintain their integrity when handled during transport and for storage. Pallets is a flat transport structure that supports good and stable fashion while being lifted by forklift. Four-way pallet and two-way pallet. Types of ranking system. 1. Drive-through rack, fast-moving and labeled with mass production. 2. Drive-in rack, loads and retrieve from the same side, creating last in, first out. Inventory retrieval organization. 3. Flow-through rack, flows to storage consists of two elements, static rack structure and dynamic flow rails. 4. Pushback rack. This allow for easily assemble last in, first out. Identification and control equipment. Identification and control equipment are used to communicate the information that is used to coordinate the flow of materials within the facility and between a facility and its supplier and customers. Thank you. Again, my name is Floramie Mercado from BIT 4A FSMA. Bye!